What's up, guys? Jessa here, and today I am going to help you organize your very own seed swap. Let's go. For the last 2 years, I have been the event organizer of the Southwest Iowa Seed Swap, and today I want to help you to organize your own seed swap. So I'm going to help you determine who to invite, where do I have it, when do I have it, and how do I have it. So let's start out with who do you invite. So I was really lucky, and I am the host of a Facebook group of small local farmers, right here in my area. And so that was kind of my target audience, is people like that, small home gardeners, small-time farmers, maybe some new gardeners that just want to kind of learn and dip their toes. Maybe they've never started seeds before. So that's who I was going after. The other thing is, where did I want to have this event? So the first year that I organized it, I had 2 venues in mind. And right away, I marked one off the list because they wanted $300 to have it in their venue. It was going to be really big, and it was probably a little bigger than I really needed. Well, we do have a local venue in the area that's hosted farmers markets in the past, and they were more than willing to host the seed swap for the last 2 years. And they didn't charge anything, and they sell crafts kind of from local artists, and then they also have beer and wine and soda there. So it was nice that there's kind of a 2-for-1. You come to the seed swap, and you can also enjoy a drink while you're here. And it's just, they have a really nice venue anyway. So that was where I decided to host it the last 2 years. It's not a huge venue, and we might even outgrow it eventually, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The other thing was, how do you want to organize your event? And that might be something you need to think about before you think about where you want to host your event. So the way that I organized our event was I had one central table. And on that table, I had several tubs, and I labeled them with some labels that actually came with one of my seed organizing boxes. So I've got each type of seeds: tomatoes, peppers, onions, whatever. And each tote is labeled. And then when you bring your seeds, you go to that table and you drop them off in the coordinating totes. And that way, when you come to look for some seeds, you go, here's the tomato bin, and look through those. Now, the pros and cons of that are: pros, it's really organized. You know exactly where to look. All the seeds are right there. It's a nice central location. But with being a central location, it comes with its own set of challenges. I noticed this year, as we had more people attending, it did get a little bit congested. So I think I could spread it out a little bit, still have the same philosophy of everything goes in one area, but it's a little spread out so the traffic can flow a little bit better. You could also have it like flea market style, where everybody has their own table with their own seeds, and you get up and look at everybody else's seeds. But I just kind of wanted everything in one spot. The other thing was, most people, when they drop their seeds off, they don't want to take them back home. So that way everything's there, and when cleanup time comes, I can just pick up all those totes and out the door I go. So it's a lot easier for me to clean up as well. The other thing to think about is, when do you want to have this event? So the first year, we had it in mid to late March. And my thought process with that was, by then, you already know what you want to start. You've already ordered your seeds. And so this is just kind of going to be everybody's leftovers. And that went fine. We had a few people show up, but I did get feedback from everyone that they said, let's do this earlier in the year, before I start planting everything. So this year we had it in January, and we had a huge turnout compared to last year. I don't know if that's why, but everybody gets excited, start thinking about seeds. The seed catalogs are coming in, and so there's a lot of hype already there, kind of in that circle of people that like gardening. So that's why we decided to just go ahead and have it a little earlier in the year. Now, in our area, You do have to worry about weather conditions when you do that, but you know, we've had snow as late as May, so it is what it is, and you might have to reschedule. The main thing to think about is, why are you even doing this? Well, the first year, the reason I did it was we were starting to see seed shortages. And most of us that are small-time gardeners never use an entire packet of seeds. So you have all these extra packets of seeds kicking around. So let's all get together and try something new. And so that was kind of the main reason for it. Well, now it's really about building community. And I like it because it helps get my business name out there a little bit more. You know, I can talk to more people about the flowers that I'm going to be planting and the critters that I have and rabbits. And I met so many new people just through this event alone. So it's been really neat for that as well. The other thing is promotion and marketing. How do you want to get the word out about this? So I already said I have a Facebook group that I was kind of targeting. There are tons of Facebook groups out there, you know. For Iowa alone, there's like Iowa gardeners, Iowa farmers, that sort of thing. You also have your community Facebook groups. So I shared it in those a lot. You know, hey Shenandoah, we're going to have this event. I also got really lucky, and the local radio station actually reached out to me to do an interview about the event. They had heard about it. So that was free publicity right there. They did it on air, they recorded it, it was on their website. And then they even did an article about it on their website as well. So that was really cool. I usually have flyers printed. I design those flyers on Canva. I printed them on Canva, but I did find a printer locally that's a lot cheaper. So I'll be doing that. But getting those flyers out for people, I always put my phone number on there just in case they have any questions. And this year especially, I did have people reaching out, asking me questions about it, because people haven't really heard of that, like a seed swap. What's that all about? You know, are you talking about like soybeans, or what are you talking about? So I did have a few questions like that. So I think we've gone over when, where, how do you want to organize it, and who do you want to invite, and how are you going to market it? So those are the main things to really consider. We are going to do another one this year because for the last 2 years, I've had seeds left over. People drop them off. They don't want to take them back home. Do whatever with them. You can have them. Well, that's kind of nice because then I get to pick through and find what I want. But I really don't need that many seeds. So for the last 2 years, I've donated some of the extras to some schools. And then this year, we're doing another mini or a pop-up event at another shop in Shenandoah. So my friends that they have come the last 2 years and set up to sell seeds. So you think that might be kind of counterproductive, but it actually worked out really well. You go and look at the free seeds. You don't find exactly what you're looking for. So you go over to their table and they have Seed Savers exchange seeds for sale. So that was just worked really well together. So we're both going to set up at this pop-up event. The other thing to consider is sponsors for the event. So I have not been really great about doing this, but I have reached out to a couple of retailers in the area, and Orchlands actually donated a cedar. So for the last 2 years, they've donated cedars, and I do a raffle every year. I just go to Dollar Tree and pick up some fun things. I've got these cute pails, and I put some candy in there, some seeds, some gardening stuff, a t-shirt from my farm. Some of the other farms gave me some stuff. I had geraniums this year. I had gift cards, that sort of thing. So that's kind of a little fun activity. The first year was just a free raffle, whatever. This year, everybody got one free ticket, and then if you wanted to, you could purchase an additional ticket. And that helped me recoup some of the costs of the prizes that I gave away. So that was just an extra way to do it. I also sold some of my flower club cards while we were there, and it was just a little promotional thing. So it was kind of a win-win for me hosting the event. The events don't take a ton of effort to do. You want to be prepared, have your totes and tubs, your labels together, make sure you have plenty of tables available, and something for people to do. You know, it's nice at this venue that we have. because there's several tables and chairs. You can grab a beer, you can sit down with somebody and start talking gardening, because you get some gardeners together talking about gardening and you'll be hard pressed to get us to shut up. So I hope this list of things to consider is a good framework for you to go out and organize your very own seed swap in your area. Get out there, meet some new people, learn some new things about gardening. And these events, they don't take a ton of time to organize. They don't really cost a ton of money by any means, and you're going to get so much out of it. I have met so many new people just through organizing this event, and it's just been great networking for me and even for my business. So I hope you get out there. I hope you're inspired, and let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. If you have any feedback or any other questions, just let me know, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.